What the Car is one of those games that is all about having fun, not taking anything serious and just going with the flow. I mean, the game is all about completing levels as fast as possible with a car that is anything but a car. What the Car is very impressive when it comes to imagination and creativity. Who would ever think of adding legs to a car? Triband, the developers of What the Car, that's who. Or make the car a ball, put the car on office chairs, make it super wide, a car on stilts, a fish car, and these are just a few of the cars in the game. There are also a shit ton of levels in the game, not just in the game's campaign. There are a bunch of side missions or extra levels in the game. The game also have their own editor, so you can create and share your own maps or play others. Pretty cool. During the campaign and all the different levels, a few variations of the car do come back, but for the most part, it's insane how much variation they have put into the game. The game starts off easy enough with a tutorial on how to play, and then you get dropped into the game's world. The game is world-based and have roughly a dozen levels in each world. Each world have their own theme, so for example sports. Yeah, the car will be a ball, or you will score goals with the car. The town will take you through office buildings, car chases. So by the theme of the world, you can definitely get an idea of what the level might be and what the car might be. The levels in the game are super short for the most part. The vast majority of the levels is just getting to the goal with whatever car you're driving. But some maps are a bit different, like jump rope, cut vegetables, pour a honey drink, throw a giraffe. On completion of a level, you get graded bronze, silver or gold based on your time. There is also a global leaderboard, which is a welcome feature in a game where time is all that matters. The game is basically like a comedic version of Trackmania. It's overall a very easy game. There are a few tricky levels, and the game gets a bit more challenging as you progress, but it is more about the crazy ideas and the wacky alterations of a car that you play. I do however think the developers made a huge mistake with this game. The game is a lot of fun if you like this type of silly humor, but not being able to play and experience this game in co-op is a real shame. You would have had so much fun playing this game with a friend on the couch. I think this whole game should have been designed to support co-op, either if you all play on the same map or at the same time but in different instances. Sure, you can play a level and then hand over the controller to your friend, but it's not really the same. Personally, I love the humor in this game, and to experience the silly concoctions of the car with a friend would be amazing. With that said, I had a blast playing the game, and each level turned into a guessing game of what type of car I would be playing next. As I mentioned, the levels are quite short, in some cases way too short, but it at least makes it easy to replay them and try to get a better time or gather collectibles. I do think a bit more thought should have gone into the level design. The game has so many cool and interesting ideas for the car, but the maps themselves, they lack a bit. It does get better towards the later stages, but so many levels are too straightforward and don't make use of the car's interesting mechanic in the best way. Another gripe I have with the game is the controls. You can't change the keybinds. Like what? Why? I know that you're basically using 3 buttons, but still, I want to be able to change them. On the world map you use spacebar to go forward and A and D to turn or the arrow keys. I still want to change spacebar to W. That would make so much more sense to me. You can't go backwards either. I get that this is not a thing in the levels, as it's all about getting to the end as fast as possible. Reversing ain't gonna help that. But on the world map I would love to be able to go backwards instead of awkwardly turning 180 degrees. But this isn't a major issue. It doesn't destroy or impact the game very much. It's just an annoyance that shouldn't exist. Overall, I've had a blast playing the game. I don't think this is for everyone. The silly humor will probably be the deciding factor for most people, as the game throws simple jokes at you the whole time and nothing is taken serious at all. For me, this is exactly what I wanted from this game, combined with creativity and imagination that makes the game so unpredictable and a ton of fun. Easily a recommend for me.